gets stronger, and that's amazing. I find that amazing. People should, if they believe in God, they should get something out of this and say to themselves, well, you know, there's so many people that turn away from God in their moment of crisis and reject him. I'm actually embracing him, and he's embracing me, and he's putting his big arms around me, and he's just stroking me. It'll be all right.
How will it be all right?
I've got no idea, but I've got my faith in him. Can we cut? It's just getting all too much, you know? I'm being pulled from left, right and centre, you know. I just can't, I can't see a way through it all. I just don't know what I'm going to do. What is a person like me going to do with their life?
"12 months after deciding to give up sadomasochism, Rick starts to get rid of his equipment. He begins by destroying the crucifix on which he has bound and beaten some of his clients.
I've been humbled. That's how it feels. I feel like I've crucified myself by doing this, so maybe I needed to taste that, to taste what it feels like. I thought I was God at one point. There's only one God, and it's certainly not me. My opinion of Jesus is he was in your face. Mary Magdalene, you know, he embraced her and he embraces me, and that's the Jesus I have in my heart, you know. He doesn't look upon me as the devil's disciple, he looks upon me as a victim, and he's there all the time when I need him, and I need him now, big time.
Why did you want to do that?
I just wanted rid of it. It was blasphemous, and I regret it.
As the crucifix doesn't completely burn through, Rick cuts it up instead.
That's it. It's done. I feel happy about that now. I shouldn't have got the damn thing in the first place. It's not what I asked for. I asked for what I call a cross, and he gave me a crucifix. There's a bit of a difference. Some people call an X shape a crucifix, so it just wasn't anything. It wasn't what I asked for. It's what I got. I'm gonna get some of the stuff in the van to take over to a punter's of mine who's going to buy it off me.
So you're going to sell it?
Not for a lot. More interested in getting rid of it, really. You, boy. Behave. This, used to fill it with cold water, make them stand in it, and then tit torture. Throw it in for free. This is top of the vaulting horse that I used to use in the van. Used to have chains coming down, and they'd be on that, and do the thrashing on that. So it's ideal. Seen some action, that has.
And what, you used to drive the van around?
Yeah, like a takeaway service. I thought I was being a bit clever with it, but it never really took off. You could be driving all around the country, you get to someone's house, and they'd go off the idea time you got there. Well, that's all he's having. He's getting a bargain for 100 quid, isn't he?
Since the recent death of his long-term client, Rick says he now has to raise every penny he can.
You're taking those doors down?
Yeah, I had them custom made. So, I'm not going to be able to flog them to anybody who's going to put a dungeon in. So I'll have to give them to a scrap dealer and take a pittance for them. I ain't got a pension plan. I haven't got any sort of clever shares somewhere. I haven't got a portfolio of properties earning me money anymore because I've just spent them thinking, well, it doesn't matter. There's more to come and there isn't. It's gone. That's a bit scary because what do I do?
In the past, in difficult times, Rick says that the controlled violence of the boxing ring has helped keep his life together. I join him at a trial fight at his local gym, which he hopes will be the first bout of a new career.
I just thought, I want to have a go at it again. I want to feel that pain. I want to feel the punishing side of being in the ring again. I determined to go through this one and see how it goes. It's just, I'm driven. I shouldn't be doing it at my age. I should not be getting in the ring, but I just want to taste it again and see what it feels like.
If you win, what will it mean?
It will have proven something to myself that I've still got a strength there, and maybe that strength will carry me through giving up. Oh, the old bones are creaking now. It is important to me. It's not just a boxing match. It's a psychological plaster for me, and I need it.
Rick's opponent was once an amateur champion.
Great.
The first two rounds are fairly even. But in the final round, Rick takes a beating.
Great.
And loses the fight.
This is terrible, isn't it? I just felt my age. Just couldn't get my shots off. Kept grabbing him. Just holding on for dear life. I just wanted to survive. Yeah, that's where I went wrong. I spent too much energy putting these boots and tassels on. And then I wanted to gel my hair and had to wear a head guard, so that put me right off. It was all vanity at the end of the day. I thought, if I can't gel my hair, what's the point? What a vain bastard I am. Where did it come from?
I've followed Rick for more than a year. He's told me about his troubled past. I've watched him with what he says are his last clients and seen and heard things that I could never have imagined. But I still feel there are some things which have been left unsaid. And then, perhaps because he has no one else left to confide in, he tells me, when it's just him and me.
In your mind, with all this give up S&M, looking forward, I mean, what is there? Let's think about all the hundreds of things which one can do to earn a living within humanity. What is there? Bouncer? Policeman? Jailer?
Surgeon. Good with my hands. Plumber, clearing tubes. We're playing on words now, but...
We're not playing on words, we're having a serious conversation.
I can't think of anything. Do you want the honest truth? I'm giving you the honest truth. I can't think of anything that turns me on enough. I'm just going to drift from one day to the next, hoping and praying something's going to come along and say, this is it. But at the moment, I can't answer that question. I really can't. And I'm not going to make something up for you to just have. I haven't got anything. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there for me to tell you. There's nothing. I'm in a wilderness. I'm walking off into a wilderness. And I just hope someone's going to find me and say, well, you know, have you tried this? Because at the moment, I can't come up with them answers. And that's the frightening bit. I am frightened, really frightened. Because, you know, I'm a loose cannon. And if I'm not busy, and if I'm not focused, and if I haven't got all this, who am I? I've lost my identity. I've lost me. I've been doing this for so long, 25 years. It's more than half my life. And yet I'm giving it up to do what? I'm not even giving it up to do anything. There's nothing there. I'm just giving it up, that's all.
You've gone on this journey of giving up. And you've sort of got to a stage where you can't kind of dress up anymore. This is you now. What do you see when you just see you? What do you see?
I see a boy crying, hurt. That's what I see.
Who's the boy?
The boy who's deserted, the boy who's raped, the boy who's left to be a man too early. It's just that moment of rejection, of being rejected by my father.
What was the moment?
Me clinging to his leg, begging him not to go.
Where was this?
At home, the night he left. He got a big, long coat on that he used for the buses, like a military coat. I love that coat. I didn't want it to go. And it did. And I begged it, and I screamed. And it still went.